prescription, yeah, for this love thing.
All right. Now, we're finally back. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. This is Vivian and Successful Mind Power Hour, and we are back finally. So I hope everyone's doing well. And this morning is my first ever interview on my broadcast, and I'm so proud to have this young man on the broadcast today. His name is Matthew Lewis. He is the founder and president of the Royal Trade Association, and I will let him tell you all about it. But I was so impressed with why he started this association that I just really just wanted to bring him on because I think, and this channel is pretty much about inspiration and motivation, and so I think this would be very inspirational, motivational to somebody who thinks that maybe they can't do it. So Matthew is on the line with me right now, and I just want to bring him on so he can start talking about his association, the Royal Trade Association. And so we're gonna kind of do a side by side here, I think. Hold on, something like that. There we go. I don't know whether I need to do this. Nope, I need to do that. Okay, so hi Matthew. Are you there? Uh-oh. Did I?
Yes. Can you
Okay,
hear me?
awesome, awesome. And I see you smiling, but I don't see I can hear you just barely. Is it any way you can turn your mic up? Oh, shucks, Vivian. It's supposed to be a side by side. What?
Is that any better?
There you are. Okay. Well, I'll get this right at some point.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Uh-oh. You're fading.
Yes.
Okay. So, Matthew, you started your trade association.
Uh,
Can you tell us a little bit about your association and what you do for the community?
yes. Is my mic working?
Yes, I can. It's kind of low, but I can hear you. Let me see if I can turn your volume up here. I think
Okay, is that any better?
that's better. Go ahead.
Is that better?
So what does the World Trade
Um,
Association do?
give me. Uh,
Uh-oh. Are you there?
we use like connections with trade schools and
Uh-oh, I
other.
can't hear you at all now.
Give me a second.
I think the system may be having some issues still. Pablo, are you still there? Can you help? I think we lost sound on Matthew's end. And the video is really sketchy. Uh-oh. I think we completely lost him now. Hi, Pablo. Oh my goodness. What happened? Did we completely lose him? Yep, completely lost him. Nope, still invited. Okay, while Matthew tries to get back in, I'm gonna tell you what I know about Matthew. So we're gonna continue this thing if it kills us, okay? Because I was really inspired by what he said. So he says the weather is messing with his internet, so he's gonna rejoin. But from our conversation, I met Matthew when I was networking on LinkedIn, and he said that the World Trade Association is an association created to offer opportunities to people who couldn't afford college, and so they into trade, right? So what they also do is connect people with jobs online. Those people that maybe can't work because of a physical handicap or anything, something like that, they connect them with jobs online. So they in the trade association they use their abilities in trade to build homes for their community, and Matthew also offers life coaching. So that's what was very impressive to me, because one of as you know, or as you may or may not know, one of the things that I want to do is to build a community for homeless people, and to have within that community all of these types of was- um,
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yes, I can. You're still fading in and out a little
Okay.
bit. So I was just chatting with the audience there, Matthew. So I'm just gonna let you. I told them a little bit about what you told me, and I'm just gonna let you take over and tell them about your association and what you do and what you need from them.
Sorry. Can you still hear me?
The floor is yours.
All right. Can you hear me?
I
Because
can
your
hear you.
screen keeps freezing.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, the World Trade Association was started in 2020. Um, I mostly came up with most of the ideas based on previous experiences and kind of things I saw or went through personally, but also other people that were in my life who had similar circumstances or worse circumstances than mine. So it kind of gave me not, it wasn't really something I just heard about or researched then, it was something I actually understood. And then also in the process of starting it, I did more research on child poverty, how it affects to adult education, and kind of different circumstances that connect together in order to make those better, in order to help the people who can't afford colleges or a career. It gives them another opportunity. I also have several connections with forex traders who also are supposed to do uh, to speak at our event to talk about how people who don't have the ability to work uh, labor wise can also still make money that way and have annual income. Uh, I think a lot of it was kind of just random ideas that I had, but it gave me my personal experiences and things that I actually understood, gave me more motivation to fix it. And then further researching it, I kind of got a better understanding of what specifically needed to be fixed in those areas and how would be the best way to approach that situation.
You mentioned your event, and I got an invitation to that event myself. Can you tell us a little bit more about the event that you're having in March, the Trades for Charity event?
Can you repeat that? Your screen's freezing.
Okay, I'm sorry. Um, I got an invitation from you for a Trades for Charity event. Can you tell us a little bit more about what that event is for and what you're going to be doing at that event?
Yes. So the main purpose of the event is to kind of bring in different. Uh, I specifically have three trade schools that are supposed to come in and do like booths, not necessarily to promote their school, but to introduce different trades and ideas to the individuals who attend to give them a better understanding about not necessarily what they're for, but what we're about and kind of our mission. And with that, gives them like we're planning to do workshops in order to bring people in so that they can get those certificates through trades without having to pay outrageous prices for college. Also, um, we make a more family friendly so it's not just for adults, but areas where kids can do workshops. Um, also do food and inflatables, but mainly it's for us. Me and the vice president talked about it, about how a lot of situations it's only including specific groups of individuals. So with the event, we wanted to include everybody, be able to bring in the children, adults, teenagers, and offer them all different opportunities based on kind of what they desire career-wise or what they feel is most beneficial for their life. So also with that, we have uh, currently, I believe, three different speakers supposed to come speak about their personal experiences and how they got to where they are success-wise and how they feel that is most beneficial as far as individual growth. So I think a lot of it is based on people and different individuals' personal experiences and how they use those to support other people in their growth and their careers.
So, with the event, are are you reaching out to people to speak at the event? And if so, how can they get in touch with you?
Um, we we're planning to do it both in person and uh, virtually, but as I'm aware of, not many people that are supposed to be attending right now are in this city, so a lot of individuals who are going to attend are going to be virtually. But I'm still setting up the platforms to do that. Um, Anybody who's planning to attend can contact me on LinkedIn or Facebook is probably the most beneficial.
Okay. Do you have like any other like an email address or anything that anybody can contact you? Or is it just those two platforms?
I do. I the association has email. I also have a personal one, and I'll check either one so it's easier. I can give you that email if you want it.
Okay. All
Are
right.
you
So
ready?
what is your email address that they can contact you if they want to donate or
It's
speak?
oh, it's Royal Trade Association at gmail.com. It's just the association name at gmail.com.
And how is it set up? Is it set up that if anybody wanted to donate something to the event, can somebody do that, or is this just something that you're just having the event just for information purposes?
I with that one, I pretty much have it set up as everything for the association as far as advertising payments. So everything's already set up with that email.
All right. So, is there anything else that you want to tell people about what you're doing And if there's something anybody can do to help, how can they help you?
I think the event is a big part of what we're doing, but aside from that, I feel like people partnering with our mission and getting out that word and using their connections or associates or their knowledge to be able to help those other individuals that maybe we aren't in contact with. Also, just promoting the association in order for it to get out of what our mission is and how we're trying to help people. We're also in towards the middle to end of March. We're planning to move a separate part of the association to Florida.
Okay, awesome. So what part of Florida are you coming to?
I believe it's over near. It's a city near Orlando. The vice president is moving to Florida for business, but we kind of came up with the idea that it would kind of connect easily with the association in order to spread it farther out than just locally.
Okay. All right. So when you find out the exact city, you'll let us know, right?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm in South Florida. I'm down near Miami, the Miami Fort Lauderdale area. So Orlando is more Central Florida. So if you need some shout outs or anything like that, I'm very, very happy to do that. I don't have a huge following, but I am on like four different platforms, and I can tell everybody about your association and just let them know that you're doing great work, and helping people out. And one of the things that I'm doing is setting up an some nonprofit organization that will help homeless people get off the street. So I think you and I or have similar goals as far as helping people that are not exactly in a position to help themselves at this time. So um, I'm very, very impressed with your work, and I hope that just this broadcast, I'll share it out, as far as I can share it, and just let people know what you're doing. Also, I have a picture here of your invitation so that anybody that wants to see that. Um, and this is the invitation to the Trades for Charity. It's on March 6th, 2021 from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. and it's online, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So um, we will, hold on. Yeah, I keep doing that. I don't know why I keep doing that. Switching us around. But is there anything else that you want to say to everybody, or any more information that you want to give that maybe people need to know to get in contact with you?
Not necessarily. I mean, I do have a couple more things. My first thing is I feel like a lot of individuals, including myself, at one point feel like we're supposed to be waiting for somebody to help the other individuals we see, supposed to be waiting for somebody else to make that change. And I feel like where I got my motivation, not necessarily just from experience or things that I saw and understood, but seeing how long that I sat and waited and watched things for expecting somebody else to change it. And it gave me a lot of opportunities and ideas on how we can make that better. So I, not even through the association, I think other individuals, it would be really beneficial, not just for them, but for other people's lives, for them to reach out and help those people, to offer them opportunities. If they see where somebody's in need, offer that to them, because not everybody gets the same opportunities, and not everybody has the same chances and circumstances in their life. So if we give them those chances and opportunities, we're making a difference, and it's also helping them.
If you don't mind, can you tell us a little bit about your background, and why you started doing this?
Yes. Throughout childhood, there was a lot of things that I didn't understand. Um, my father wasn't in my life. I had a stepdad and my mom. But I think as a child, I looked at a lot of circumstances from the wrong point of view, and I didn't really appreciate the things that I had. A lot of decisions I made were based out of anger. I was in and out of juvenile detention centers, uh, DCS custody, mental facilities, and I think a lot of that, in a way, made me more angry, not really with myself, but also with the world. And throughout that time, I personally got involved with different people that I shouldn't have been, made different affiliations and different choices that I know now I shouldn't have, but if it wasn't for those, then I wouldn't be where I am now. I guess that's where I get a lot of my motivation from, is that I see where I come, where I came from where I was, and where other individuals I'm in association with, how far they've come uh, personally. And I think that, kind of like I said earlier, a lot of people kind of just sit and wait, but we have to be able to take those experiences and use it for passion, turn it into motivation, use it to be able to help those people. I also think a lot of it's based off of self mastery and choosing to improve yourself in the same process as trying to help those other people. So I think that I'm not. I know a lot of other individuals had a worse past, and I know a lot of it was based on my personal decisions. But I still think that if I came this far, that anybody else could.
Absolutely. Well, I really applaud you for, taking that initiative to make it everything better, and taking your experiences to help other people who may be in the same situation. I understand, growing up without, I had a father, but he wasn't really around for a large portion of my life. So I understand, that part of it. Um, my mother was very diligent about making sure that we didn't get ourselves in trouble, and so that I really thank her. Is there anyone in your life maybe that really turned you around as far as um, getting your life together?
I think I think there was a lot of different individuals in specific circumstances. A lot of I don't think the majority of the time it was specifically all together. It was kind of just different circumstances where this individual gave me advice on how to change them. Uh, my mom was a big um, support to me improving, and I think her being hard on me when I wasn't doing good was something that kind of pushed me farther, because as a child, you don't want to be seen in a negative way by your own family. But I think me making the choices I did, and different people that kind of gave me advice and were hard on me throughout those situations, was what pushed me to kind of make a further shift than I already was.
Awesome. So you also said that you do some life coaching. Is that just something you do um, on the side, or is that part of your business?
It's kind of intertwined with my work. A lot of um, like the vice president of the association, he has a mentor, and we kind of accept mentoring from other individuals, but use it along with educational knowledge to be able to put that forth to help other people. And I think that when individuals are more negative through negative circumstances, it kind of gives them a better passion on how to and knowledge on how to actually help the other people. Because if you, I feel like if you have, and I mean this could be offensive to some people, but I feel like if you have a picture, what we would consider a picture perfect lifestyle, then how are you gonna go help somebody who's going through a whole bunch of negative circumstances? And I know a lot of people's lives are different now, but I mean, in that current situation, you have to be able to experience and walk that person's shoes in order to actually know what it's like and understand.
Very, very true. Very true. Some people's perceptions of what somebody's life looks like now versus what their life previously looks like can alter, how they listen. And we were just talking about that the other day in a call with one of my mentors, and he was saying that people look at his life now and what he has now, and they don't realize the struggles that he went through to get there. And the same thing would go for you. Somebody could look at you and go, oh well, he's got this picture perfect life because this nice handsome young man, he's got he's all dressed up, and what does he know about what I'm going through, right? But they don't know, how your story. And that's why it's so important to tell your stories, because people see you as human, and they can accept what you have to offer. um, you don't have to be in the dirt to help someone, but it helps when you've been there. um, and people don't see you as perfect, because that's why it's so important too, is when we get online, we stop presenting ourselves as these perfect people who never do anything wrong, because that that's a turnoff to a lot of people who don't have that same mindset at this time. Mindsets can be changed, of course, but when you present yourself as a perfect person, sometimes it turns off the very person you need to help. And I'm glad you shared your story with us. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna put up your um, can anybody can attend your event, correct? Or do you just send out invitations?
It's open,
So
open to everybody.
okay, so I'm just gonna put this up one more time, and I'll probably mess up getting us back, but that's okay. So anybody that wants to attend Matthew's event is called Trades for Charity, and it's online March 6th, from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Is that central time, or is that just translates to the time that they need?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Central,
okay,
Central
so it's
Time.
6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time, and you can translate that however that works out for you, where you are in your part of the world. And you can contact Matthew on LinkedIn, or you can look him up on Facebook. His name is Matthew Lewis, and the name of his business is Royal Trade Association. Or you can email Matthew at Royal Trade Association at gmail.com. And so, Matthew, I really, really appreciate you and for coming onto the broadcast today. And I hope that your message gets out to at least a few extra people because of it. And I appreciate you very much. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
All right. You have a wonderful day. And everyone, I hope you have a wonderful day. And I will see you on my next video. But in the meantime, I wish you peace. I wish you love. And I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Bye, Matthew. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.